All of the Kendall clothes featured on my blog are made using the shirt as a base, which is perfect for most clothes. There are, however, times when I need a more fitted base. For example, vest, fitted shirts, and jackets. Begin by marking Ken's measurements with yarn around his neck, on the shoulder between the neck and the armhole itself, the chest, the waist, and the hips. Then prepare 2 rectangles of cotton or muslin marked with a vertical line and then a perpendicular horizontal line drawn as shown.
And so today we're going to do the sloper for the male figure. So I start off the same way I did with the Barbie, and by lining up my square of muslin so that the vertical runs against the center front and then the horizontal runs against the line onto the chest. I tape it to the doll's body, and then I do the same thing for the back. Okay, centering the vertical line against the center back line. Now what I want to do is to feel the where the two are joined together. Now I'm going to feel where the lines are underneath, and I'm going to mark my neckline. I'm going to mark the shoulder line around the armhole, try to keep this as straight as possible, even if it means another piece of tape. And of course the side. I'm going to cut away a little bit around the armhole so that I can work with this a little bit better. And tape down the shoulder. Now flip the dowel over, and we're going to repeat for the back. So once again, I'm going to maybe secure this a little bit better, and then keeping this all very straight, I want to mark shoulder, the neck. I want to mark the shoulder, and then again the armhole. Now I would like to join this together at the side seam. So I'm pinning the side seams together front to back. And I'm going to clip away some of the excess on the side and around the armhole so I can work a little bit better. Now turn the doll so that you can see the shoulder line better, and fold the back at the shoulder line over the front, meeting of course at the doll's shoulder line that you have drawn underneath with the tape, or the thread I should say. When you're done, it will look something like that. And now we go back to the side, and we want to do the same thing. We're going to fold where we've pinned. We're going to unpin a little bit, and then we're going to fold the back over the front. But before I do that, I'm going to clip at his waist because it does a little bit of a curve, and I want to release the fabric there. Now again, we're going to hold front down as I fold over and then pin along that side seam. So I finished pinning, and it will look something like this. So I pinned side to side. I folded this over so that they two will meet at the line drawn along the side underneath the arm. And here I've made my top a little bit fitted because this is going to be for more fitted things, vest, or maybe a more fitted suit, for example, jacket, I should say. So from front to back it will look like this. It's a little bit of ease there. I guess we could make a small thing, but I think I'm going to leave it like that. And the same thing here. With another color of pencil, I'm going to now draw in the lines, recorrect my lines that I've drawn before. Okay, now I'm going to clip around the curves of the neck, and you clip around the curves of the arm as well, both in the front and in the back. I'm going to take another color of pencil. I'm going to make sure that all my markings are correct. Some things had a way of going off a little bit, so I use another color so I know that that's my latest correction. And then I'm going to also mark where the seams at the shoulder as well as the back are coming together. Be sure that you mark on both the front and the back. Okay, same thing for the side. I'm going to remark my side seam, making sure that the marking is on both sides. Okay, so I need to mark the hip line because this is going to extend to the hips. I need to perhaps add a little bit there. That's okay because this is just the first draft. I'm going to mark along that line, and that's going to let me know that that's where this is going to end, at least for this. As far as my basic slope or basic block go, that's pretty much the end of the first part. I have not put in ease because I want this to be a more closely fitting garment. But if you want, you can add a little bit more, ease, meaning that you make this a little bit looser. For my purposes, I'm going to leave it just the.
Remove the cotton form from the doll, unpin, smooth out your lines, then transfer to graph paper. Make sure the shoulder lines of both the front and the back are equal, and be sure to correct the side seams so that it is of the same length and have the same curve. Using the sloper you've just created, you can design your own vest, for example. Just be sure to add seam allowance so that it turns into a real pattern. Now that you have a basic sloper, come visit us at fashiondollstylist.blogspot.com for more ideas on how to dress your Ken doll.